guys, my name is Megan and today I've got some spooky book recommendations for you. Alright, so we are in spooky season, so let's dive into some spooky book recommendations. So the first book I'd like to recommend to you guys today is In Strange Woods. I have a full book review for this one. I will leave it linked up above. This was one of my favorite books that I read. Oh, it's probably been a couple of years now, but I loved it. It's a murder mystery. It's set on the Oregon coast. There's really creepy, spooky things happening. There's a love story involved. So it's very Northwest Gothic. It's dark, it's dreary, it's all of the things that I love about the Oregon coast. It's just such a good book and I cannot recommend it enough. It's so good. Next up, I'd like to recommend another oldie but a goodie. This is The House of Salt and Sorrows. This one I believe I also have a full book review for, so I'll leave that linked up above. This is a very creepy, dark, haunting story. This is a 12 Dancing Princesses retelling and it's set on these cliffs above an ocean and all of the sisters are starting to die one by one and each one is a little bit more gruesome than the last. And it's very creepy, like water-based horror, like the ocean-based horror that I'm just really starting to find out that I really like. But yeah, this one is so good and it just got a sequel, so definitely one to check out if you're interested. Okay, so next up I have Unhinged. This one isn't necessarily spooky, but I mean it kind of is. This one has a lot of trigger warnings, so please check the author's website before diving into this book series. Also, this is not for those under 18 or for grandma. Anyway, this is following Adam Mulvaney, who is one of 7 Mulvaney children. Their father is a billionaire and he adopted them and is like a scientist running an experiment on raising psychopathic children into productive members of society that are kind of also vigilantes, taking out people that actually really need it. This also follows Noah, who is looking for revenge on the person that killed his father, which happens to be Adam. And Noah unfortunately doesn't he blocked out a lot of his memories of childhood because he was abused, and all of those start surfacing when he finds Adam and they kind of hit it off and start having a relationship. Adam starts digging into the things that Noah's father did to him and it unravels a whole lot of really bad things, and it's just such a good book. If you want a dark romance, this is the one to check out. Next up I have Fangs. This is the manga. This is book 2. So I really love this series. It's following En, who is the only survivor of a vampire attack, and Ichi, who is a vampire working for the Fangs organization, which is to help protect and preserve vampires' rights and make sure that they are doing the things that they're supposed to be doing, like not preying on humans. This is like the first vampire attack in 100 years or something, I think. And they are bonded as mates, but also they have a mentor-mentee kind of relationship because Ichi is teaching En how to be a vampire, and they start developing a relationship outside of that, and they're also trying to figure out who turned En into a vampire. So this is a really great manga series and I can't wait for book 3. And the last book I'm going to recommend for a spooky read is Into the Drowning Deep. If you like mermaids at all, if you like science fiction and fantasy mushed together, if you like really science-based stories and you have a love of the ocean, this is the book to check out because this will put the fear of the gods in you because holy shit, it is scary and you will never look at a cruise ship the same after you read this book. So this book starts off following a science vessel that had a full camera crew. They had gone out into the ocean to find mermaids at the Mariana Trench, and they did, and nobody made it out of that ship alive because the mermaids ate them. Everybody thinks the footage is a hoax, and the company that was filming it is just trying to cover their asses. And 10 years later, they send out another boat to investigate with all of the scientists there's a lot of people that had ties to the original boat. There's people that were scientists that advocated for the existence of mermaids. This book starts off very scientific and then it's a slow descent into horror and mermaids eating people's faces off, and it is the best thing I've read in a very long time, and it is so scary. You will not look at the ocean the same way, you will not look at a cruise ship the same way, and it's so good. If you want something to scare you and you're into water-based horror, this is one to check out. Alright, so those are my spooky recommendations for this season. What's a spooky book that you guys would recommend? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!